PH. Oh, wow. Interesting drafts from both ends. Both teams want to give it their all. This is the last game after all.
This is really looking good for both sides, but I need to ask you with this. Who's going to be the team? Who's your choice?
In all honesty, I really like what BREN Esports brought out here. Pairing up the Farsa, the Brody, and the Loyi. It's almost the same concept as the triple core that Aura brought out, but this time around they focused more on range and control so that the members of BREN Esports don't get close enough. Yes, they have that Yuzong, but the question is, will the rest of our PH be able to help out the Yuzong and get close? Loyi just needs to watch the placement of the rotation, and that could stop the momentum of Aura PH to go in. Another question though for BREN Esports though is, yes, I like the lineup overall. Team fight wise, I can see it working better than the BREN Esports lineup, but do they have enough pin down, lockdown to secure JP on that Kareth, to secure kills on that for BREN Esports? Yes, the Brody, the Farsa, the Loyi, expect them to do what they need to do.
Yes.
But I feel like Lusty and Flap Easy. If it's Benny QT and JP as the X factors of Aura PH, it's Flap Easy and Lusty as the X factors here for BREN Esports.
But once again, Esmeralda from Benny QT, we've seen this guy trying to save the boat, but then again, Flap Easy on that Lapu Lapu. Right now, Greed still, this Jawhead isn't really as aggressive as someone who wanted to go for a reset of buffs against the Brody. And knowing that the Brody doesn't have someone who's a bodyguard, as the Cho also moved onto the bottom side.
It's going to be a big ticking time bomb here though for Aura PH that they're up against, because a lot of carries on the side of BREN Esports.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of carries in Aura PH.
This all
Someone
damage
that
galore.
we haven't discussed that much was that Hades' Lancelot. If he can just weave through all the damage, then it should be good going for Aura PH. As Greed going for the information play, just trying to disrupt Brody's farm. Take a lot of damage.
A bit too late. When Kilowatt saw Cho, he should be rotating as early as he can to be safe in a ward. But then again, he waited, and when Lusty got back to protect, the third Jit Kundo of the Flicker secures a kill against Kilowatt.
That Yuzong going down. Benny QT. JP gonna be cutting the lanes here of BREN Esports. That's a Harith and Esmeralda combo in the early game. Yeah, they won't mind diving in that deep against a Lapu Lapu and against a Loyi.
And right now, BREN are the ones who's being aggressive. This Cho is roaming around the map looking for Greed, and to no avail. Greed is having a hard time answering BREN. This is the same as game 2, and that's the reason why I don't wanted the Jawhead in the hands of Aura.
And then at the same time here, BREN Esports has that diversion with Loyi, with Few to just reach the backline of Aura PH. But then, yeah, again, they're not a backline heavy combo, but that's going to be a heavy damage being dished out there by Hades and Greed, forcing Lusty back, and Cho has to go home to regen.
Lack of damage yet, but Cards easy. He knows. Greed on cooldown. Here comes Few. Jump in onto the side. The ejector and Thorn Rose. Zaman Force being committed as well.
Yep, and this is a problem for BREN Esports as they want to contest this turtle. Here comes Kilowatt using that green dragon form to space out the members there. That is going to be the
at the tip.
Farsa taking out that Harith. 1-for-1 trade in that small exchange. Make it 2-for-1 soon enough, as that's Aura securing a kill there onto that Joe Lusty. But here comes Flap Teasy from behind, dealing the damage with the burst, forcing Kilowatt and Greed back. That is a stalemate Mexican standoff by that turtle pit.
Flap Teasy popping off his Impacto, destroying Aura PH, and they need to go back. They need to go for a hard reset just to make sure that this turtle can go into their own favor. But then again, BREN, with the re-engage, with the damage, it was enough. You might be on a bad position, but they were able to save it. Diversion. You tried, but then again, they're not going in. They just wanted to stall the game. They just want to farm safely. And Reed right now will be late in discovering that the turtle is already in the hands of Bren.
The reason why Aura PH can't engage so much is that Hades and JP are both purple buff focused heroes, but Aura decides to give it on to JP's Harith instead. Of course, gonna be much stronger output there, but that means that Hades won't be able to just... He's gonna be more timing dependent on when he uses Thorned Rose, the Phantom Execution, because his cooldown won't be as fast as having that purple buff again because it's with JP.
Yeah, I didn't really expect that this Harith is a bit, he's not as someone who pops off around level 4 and looking for the kills. And knowing that you have a Jawhead for big setups, you are really having a hard time. You are not maximizing this guy, this robot, with the ejector. I don't see any flicker ejector just to finish with a Torn Rose plus a Zaman Force. So we are missing a lot. Yes.
Oh, there's the flicker ejector as well as the unstoppable force. Benny Cutie and Green are gonna spot out Rebo. Farsa trying to run away from that. Gets taken out. Lusty and Rebo are down, but Hades gets taken out in another part of the map as BREN Esports traded into the bottom lane. They're trying to get Kilowatt down, but the state of the Yuzhong way too much. The torn apart memory,
Whoa.
not enough to burst down that Yuzhong, and Yuzhong gets away, but that is a turret secured by BREN Esports in the bottom lane.
But you can see the potential that they can just easily pop off any tanks at this point of the game. Aura, still a bit of slow. Yes, they were able to go for a big ejector into the flicker and even the unstoppable force. But then again, it wasn't very cutie. You are not going for a momentum of JP or Lancelot. You are giving an advantage to Benny Cutie?
Yeah, that is way too deep there for Greed's Jawhead. They got a little bit too greedy. If that Farsa moved just a little bit more forward, maybe then that would be the best time to secure it. But of course, Wings by Wings, committed by Rebo, I think it was the flicker, really put that unstoppable force endpoint in such a bad spot there for Greed. Good response by Flap TZ to deal the damage and burst him down. Now this this turtle is gonna get contested. Either or could get it. Who gets his Diamond Force committed? Unstoppable force as well. I'm not sure who got it, but that's gonna be taken by Few and Lo Yi. But now Aura PH gets triple killed by the Rebo Farsa. That's a maniac. Can it be a savage? Can that Farsa somehow secure it? But Rebo does not have the Feathered Airstrike, doesn't have the tools. But you know what? A maniac is more than not bad. A maniac is a maniac. What a play there in a miscalculation by Aura PH, just standing together, eating up the brunt of the Feathered Airstrike. Falling Star Moon, committed by Benny Cutie, but the knock up by Lusty. The Way of the Dragon by Lusty. Onto the Jawhead of Greed. Onto the... Yeah, Jawhead of Greed, that's right. And now BREN Esports are looking to ride this momentum.
No.
Look at the damage from this Farsa. Zaman Force committed. Falling Star Moon as well, or the damage as well from Aura PH. Not going to be enough to respond to that. And BREN Esports, their map control, their battlefield control, burst type lineup is working well against Aura PH's lineup.
They are the ones just looking the fights, and Greed with the Jawhead being punished again and again as Lusty's Cho is the one who's giving big amount of setups for the squad of BREN. And right now, Benny Cutie just facing off against Rebo, but Rebo with the Wings by Wings going to be safe. I also commend Rebo with his Feathered Airstrike.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot.
And again, that's the problem of the lineup of Aura PH. Yeah, they're mobile. Yeah, they have shields, but they have so much to avoid.
Yes.
In a team fight battlefield that has a rotation, that has Feathered Airstrikes rating down, that has the Crow of Farsa potentially could be brought out defensively.
It's a zoning game.
Yeah, it's a zoning game for BREN Esports.
You drop the Feathered Airstrike, you drop Louis' skills. Everything is there. You can see everyone are close to each other, catching all the damage. And I am not well convinced as how Hades play as Lancelot. We've talked about this also, that yes, he was on game 1 as a Lancelot, but then again, he's not dodging a lot of key skills, and he's been dying a lot.
Yeah,
You being focused.
You Shoot ejector. Here comes Kilowatt with the Black Dragon form, trying to buy more time for Aura PH to potentially steal this turn all the way, but that is Rebo unstoppable on that far side. Flap TZ going 2-on-1, take it 3-on-1 against Benny Cutie, Kilowatt and Creed. Flap in a bad spot, but Flap is going to be able to get away with that with the slight mobility that Lapu Lapu has with the lifesteal as well. Aura PH, they are still close in this game though. The gold is close, turrets are quite even. So it's not a big considerable lead here by BREN Esports, but again, they are having such a hard time getting to that Farsa, the biggest damage dealer here for BREN Esports. Look at that, Aura PH trying to get close, but they get knocked back and pushed back. The frontliners of BREN, all they gotta do is just stun, hold on, sustain, while the backline just rains down hell from all directions.
2 bodyguards. You got the Lapu Lapu and Cho in before you can reach the last part, the last boss,
Yeah,
which
the
is Farsa's, I mean Revo's Farsa. And in before also you can reach him, you are catching a lot of feathered airstrike.
Yeah.
And I believe Aura is giving a different focus. They missed a lot of timings on the early game with JP's Harith. At the same time, Hades not having free kills. It has been BREN who's getting good setups again and again. Jawhead, Greed, a bit of a lackluster right now.
Yeah, Benny Cutie though, definitely online with 3 items in Enchanted Talisman, Calamity Reaper, the Holy Crystal as well. And this battle just about to get built up there by Hades. So he already has the Heptasis and the Raptor Mechanic as well. So they're just waiting for the 3 core items, and Aura PH, that would be their best window. Start fighting, taking team fights. Benny Cutie's gonna be a little hard to take down again, but again, the question will be, is Aura PH, can they get to the back line? Can they burst down Rebo? Rebo, if they can't burst it down, they have to worry about Carl TZ potentially just free hitting them. And then where are they standing? Are they standing on a rotation? Then you're going to get dispersion combo and everything's going to hurt. But here comes Greed using that to push through the wall, and Few gets bursted down by Aura PH. Rebo used the feathered airstrike already, but here comes BREN Esports for the chase for Benny Cutie and Kilowatt wrapping around. Straight to Carl TZ. The knockup is there. Carl TZ's taking a lot of damage. He's immobilized. Benny Cutie, look at him go online. That's going to be 2 members of BREN Esports down. 2-for-1 trade. Hades is down, but JP finds Flap TZ and gets smacked in the face with a big sword. But Flap is the only one standing now for BREN Esports, and Aura PH might have found just a small win that can turn into a big victory. They can take down Flap. Ejector forward. Benny Cutie dealing the damage, just eating up the shields of Flap TZ. Flap TZ will not be able to secure a kill on the Greed. Flap TZ buying time. Flap TZ holding on. Flap TZ dealing the damage. Flap TZ still alive, and Flap TZ finally taken down by Yuzhong.
But good amount of timing. He was able to stop any chance of Aura to push or to even take a Lord. Right now, the diversion from Few puts him in a good spot to teleport and wave clear.
Yeah, they couldn't convert into anything.
Yes, I mean after that, after all of those exchange, they didn't any. They don't have any of those chances to move further or even to push the bottom or mid.
Yeah.
It has been BREN who's taking the objective every time someone's going down in the hands of Aura.
Now Aura dispersion onto the back lane push. Let's see how BREN Esports are going to play this. They don't commit that diversion.
They are
Aura
baiting.
PH still have positioning over the Lord. The Lord gets reset though, so this is going to be a fight taken by Aura PH. Kilowatt are going to dive into the back line there. Greed takes down that
Revo down.
BREN Esports losing their members 1 by 1. Aura PH are still fighting out, but look at that, they can't reach the back line. That's a lot of damage, a lot of zoning, a lot of burst coming in from BREN Esports, as Aura PH cannot make this a considerable victory into a big win. They are continuing that Lord, but they are forced to reset it, I think. But Esmeralda's still there holding on. They're going to be forced to reset this eventually, as Flat TZ, Lusty are there nearby. Few nearby there as well. Retribution still up for BREN, as Carl TZ has to be taken down just yet below that. JP, the burst damage onto the Harith. Harith able to get away. Who's going to take this Lord? It could determine the winner of this game. It gets reset. The burst from the Lapu Lapu. Flap TZ flickering forward, taking out the Harith. That's a killing spree. 1-for-1 trade. The fight isn't over. Few holding on. Few somehow still alive after all of this, and they're still fighting over the Lord here. When are they going to reset? When are they going to go for lanes here? We don't know. All the action is here right now, but finally they feel it. It's taking way too long here. Let's try to find objectives elsewhere.
Yes, and Aura PH fell short once again. No trade-off. Yes, they got the kills, but they held a bit onto the Lord again and again. They are trying to fight under the Lord and missing all around, but here comes feathered airstrike from Rebo.
No.
Cartesi with the damage. Greed onto the side. Lusty waiting for the setup, but Benny on the brush. Here comes the kick. Here comes the damage. Phantom execution as Few will be the one who's going down, but here comes Flapu Lapu with the Flapteasy setup. We are looking with the feathered airstrike. There you go. Roll hell breaks loose as Ren is taking the game.
That is a considerable, huge team fight victory for BREN Esports. Bravest fighter, raging slash, everything committed by Flapteasy on that Lapu Lapu
Yeah.
to secure the burst damage, to secure the stuns, and to supplement and set up the Farsa feathered airstrike of Rebo. Look at that play
the
by
setup
Flap.
right there, Flapu Lapu. And he was amazing. He played it really well. At that point, it was a losing team fight for the side of BREN. He saved it. He destroyed them, demolished them completely. And at that point, Aura exchanged the table. Okay, Lusty.
Let's see how Aura PH are going to play this out. Can they hold on? Can they keep this up? Still close in gold. Turrets, BREN is in the lead. But they have to be careful. Too much distance, too much burst, and too much zone from BREN Esports that Aura PH have to pick their fights wisely.
Yes,
Tournament life. Semi-finals or bust.
Diversion.
Who moves forward? Diversion. Beautiful pick up there by
Hades.
BREN Esports. Picks off Hades, but Hades forces the Phantom execution, gets bursted down by the Brody. There's a big damage dealer out from Aura PH, and BREN Esports might have just smelled blood, might have just smelled advancing into the semi-finals here. No retribution for Aura PH up right now. Hades is down, and that is going to be a free lord for BREN Esports.
Ren starting things off. Once again, the Lord and the diversion from Few. That Lu Yi playing really well. That fifth slot that surprised us. Surprised Aura PH catching Hades and going back. This is a 4-7-6 Hades who's missing a lot of chance to escape. Yes, the Torn goes into the Phantom execution, even the puncture, but it was Flapteasy who's ready. He goes for a flicker and then goes for the bad boy sword right there. It has been BREN surprising us with those cheeky plays, and the Lord marching in onto the top as BREN is focusing onto the mid lane.
BREN smells victory, smelling the semi-finals as Aura PH trying to hold on. Eats a full rotation. Dispersion as well. Lord marching down the top lane. That's going to be the kill wash. Black Dragon form committed. And look at that. Aura just diving straight into the backline of BREN Esports to keep that tower alive. Aura PH able to take down the Lord. They've done their job. They did what they needed to do. Was to provide space to take down that Lord. But
we have the dragon.
To the kill wash. Green jumping way too deep into the backline here. Aura PH.
Feathered airstrike.
Feathered airstrike. But that's going to be a kill for Benny QT onto the low Yi. JP dancing around. Trying to take down Rebo. Hades way deep into the backline of BREN Esports. Doesn't have the cooldowns. He needs the ability. Thor throws the void damage. Flapteasy can get a double kill. Flapteasy avoiding, or JP avoiding the damage that Flap was able to dish out there. Only 2 turns remaining here for Aura PH. BREN Esports, ever since that big win in mid, where they were able to secure more kills for Rebo's Farsa. Ever since Flapteasy opened that up for that Farsa in mid, BREN Esports has been in control. BREN Esports has been in the lead, and it seems like Aura PH is really just playing turtle right now. Can they defend and can they turn it around? Will the Aura Fire of Philippines glow brighter? Or will this be it for Aura as Creed takes a lot of damage to stun the way of the dragon? Lusty feathered airstrike by Rebo.
And they are going in as Killwash goes for the Black Dragon form. Zaman Force being invested as JP trying to dash in and out, but he is going to be down and out as Flapteasy is focusing him. This may be the tower into the mid lane. Looking low in bottom tower. And right now, Rebo clearing the wave. They want this. They are knocking into the doors of heaven. Here comes Parteezy just bantering all around this. Brody's working well. Plus, Flapteezy, the TZ brothers, the TZ duo, and the whole squad of Bren is going to open the base. This might be it.
And look at that, the knockup once again, Lefty!
Oh,
with the
no!
wave dragon up to Kilowatt, and Kilowatt trying to get away from this. That is the Yuzong down. And Bren Esports are going for it. Bren Esports trying to end it.
Base.
The first damage, way too much. The marks, torn apart memory, feathered airstrike, and Bren Esports have wiped out Aura, PH, Greed, last man standing. No minion waves for Bren. Greed is trying to buy time. Desperately trying to hold on, trying to survive. Mega kill for Flapteezy, and that is it. Bren Esports advance to the semifinals. Aura fire, Bren lang malakas, says Bren. Bren only strong. Bren semifinals.
Oh my goodness, it was there again. Aura PH being extinguished